Hello everyone, welcome to Tarotsofine. Today is Saturday, April the 11th, 2020, and this will be a general tarot card reading for the sign of Virgo that applies to your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the third week of April, but actually it can start today on the 11th, so the 11th to the 19th. I'll be using the Steampunk Tarot for your reading, and so let's see. What does Taurus need to not Taurus. Why did I say Taurus? Maybe that means something to you. What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know at this time? What does Virgo need to know at this time? I'm sure you're being very productive at this time, trying to figure out what's due amidst all this chaos. So let's see what the cards have to say. Maybe they have some helpful information for you, Virgos. Virgo, what does Virgo need to know? Okay, here we go. Ooh, we have the Five of Swords. Some kind of conflict. Wow. Second card is the Five of Wands. 2 5s in a row. 8 of Swords. Nine of Wands. Looks like difficult times. Some kind of situation. Whoa. Bottom card is the Ten of Swords. Maybe not a good week for Virgos. Sorry about that. Those are the cards I pulled. Okay, let me have a look here. The good news is there's no major arcana, so nothing is, maybe you can work your way around this situation here. I feel that you can because you did get the 8 of Swords. So I feel like maybe some of this may be just in your mind, you know. Maybe it's not as bad as you think it is. I feel like you have been through something with the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. I feel like maybe some of you have been backstabbed, betrayed, and you're thinking that might happen again. With the 9 of Wands here, 9 of Wands is a bit gun shy, you know, a little bit on the defensive. You've been through the mill already, you know, and that makes sense with the 10 of Swords, because 10, you know, it doesn't get any worse than this. You've been through the worst now. From here, it just gets better. It can't get any worse. So I feel like that's why the 9 of Wands is here, because look at this person, you know. They've been through a rough patch. So they're looking out. They're expecting the same bull crap to happen again. So say you're very weary. You may be afraid of making a wrong move here with the 8 of Swords. You see, she's bound and blindfolded. And she has these swords around her, pointing towards her, so she could stand up. She could stand up and do something, but I think there's a fear of making the wrong move because she can't see where those swords are, so the wrong move could cause her injury here. Whew, it's not a good spot to be in. I think it involves your sense of independence, your security, because because underneath the Ten of Swords, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. And that's a very good card. It's a card of being self-sufficient, you know. You've built yourself up so you're comfortable financially, physically, you know. You don't have to worry about anything. But it was under the Ten of Swords here, so I feel like you feel threatened. You have a sense of guardedness. You don't want to jeopardize what you've built up already. You may feel like there's people that are competing for what you have. They want what you have, and they'll do anything underhanded to get at it. So this might not actually be happening, because like I mentioned, the Eight of Swords, it could be in your mind, you know. And you are guarded from past experiences here. So I think you're very tired. I think you're exhausted, and you're expecting the worst, you know. You're expecting the worst of others. I don't feel like you trust people right now. I feel like you're expecting other people to sabotage you somehow, betray you somehow. It may be true or it may not be true. That's not a good feeling, is it? So I would say this is very interesting. The Eight of Swords, her eyes are blindfolded, but in the Nine of Wands, he's looking through some kind of telescope. So I think the best thing for you to do right now is to not get stuck in your head about and expecting the worst of others, but to really look closely at what's going on around you. I think that's what will help you. Really pay attention. Really pay attention to people's actions with the Wands, the Five of Wands. Watch how people interact with others so you get a real sense of their character. And really pay attention to what people say and what they do. Do their words match their actions? And since you've been through something already here, I think you can avoid this. If there is a potential danger of being sabotaged, then I think your past experiences and really observing what's going on around you will help you avoid jeopardizing what you've already built up here. When people are desperate, they do stupid stuff, and they don't, they only think of themselves. They'll do whatever it takes here. They'll do whatever it takes to win here. So the Eight of Swords too, I could say that before you make any moves, make sure you take the blindfold off and see things for what they really are. Don't just assume in your mind about anything or anyone. Take the blindfold off and really see things the way they are before you make any move. Otherwise, if you make the wrong move, then this could be the results. The Ten of Swords here. See this man with the 10 swords in his body? It's interesting that he's on top of the building. So that kind of suggests to me that you've reached a certain level here, which goes well with the Nine of Pentacles. You've reached a certain level of status, whatever that is for you. Like maybe you've reached a point, the best, like you've built yourself up to the best you can be at this time. So you don't want it to be sabotaged here. So be careful. I'll also say, with this Nine of Pentacles, with the bird here, be careful who you trust with information. I'm almost seeing this bird like a mole, you know, like somebody you share private information with. They may not have your best interest at heart. With this Five of Swords here. If you pass on personal information to someone that you think you can trust, somebody in your inner circles here, someone in your inner circles, they may actually leak the information and it might sabotage you somehow. That's what I'm getting. So, yeah, be very careful at this time. Some of your fears may be imagined, but others may be very real. So, yeah, be aware of that. So, I know it sounds ominous, but those are the cards I got. And if it helps you, then that's very good. Then I'm glad that it can help you. So, yeah, keep an eye out. Keep your ears and eyes open. Watch people, their actions, their words. Be careful what information you share with others at this time. You want to protect what you've built up for yourself already. So, yeah, that's the information I get. Hope that was helpful. Leave me a comment, give me a like, share, and an easy way to help my channel, costs you nothing, is to click the subscribe button. So take care, and we'll see you for the following read. Bye for now.